Hello guys, I'm so excited for this YouTube. I have to hit 41 things in the span of 5 minutes. That's 7 seconds per thing. Let's go. Number 1, kicking it off strong with the Jigsaw Block. To be completely honest, I have no idea what this block does, but you can give it to yourself, and if you look at all this, someone tell me what this is in the comments. I don't give a shit. Speaking of things I don't understand and don't care to, we have the Structure Void. This is like the Barrier Blocks' weird sister, if you will, and if you place it in water, it'll get rid of it. It works the same as a Barrier Block, so I don't get why it's in the game, but it is. This next feature, I love that it's in the game. If you name a chest, a minecart, anything like that, and you place it down, it will not only label it, but then when you break it again, it'll keep the name, unlike any other block in the game. Number 4 is the Uncraftable Potion. This is a potion that could be in any 3 of the forms. You have to give it to yourself, and it has no effects. It looks cool, it's a different color, but like there's nothing interesting about it. Moving over to lily pads, you might think there's nothing that interesting about them, but they only have one direction per block. You would expect them to be a directional block, but for some reason they're not. And if you want a different direction, you have to switch blocks. Okay, the next couple are going to be based around mobs, but the witch, actually, their nose is crooked, and they have a really nasty wart on there as well, if you didn't know. If you look at the back of a drown, you will actually see, get the hell back here. If you dig a hole and then you look at the back of a drown, you will actually see that inside their head, are you serious? If you put a drown in a hole during nighttime and you look at the back of their head, you're going to see the heart of the sea actually in there. Why is a heart in a head? I don't know. Moving to turtles, the turtle spawn egg and the turtle egg actually have the same color palette. That's kind of a bonus fact, but the real fact is the scoot texture is actually on the back of every turtle. I don't know why I never connected the dots with these, but it's literally the exact same texture. They just copied it over. Silverfish are real things in real life. I had no idea, and then I saw one in person, and unlike the game, they are harmless and cannot hurt you, but I didn't know that. If you look at an enderman and you throw a awkward potion, a mundane potion, or even a thick potion, it'll be fine, but then when you throw a water... I missed. Okay, well, hey. If you throw a water bottle, it will run away. No, get the hell back here. This might just be me being stupid, but maybe you're stupid too. If you spawn 2 frogs, to breed them, you have to use slime balls. I don't know why it's slime balls, but then they'll breed. The one that moves slowly is going to be the mom who lays the eggs, and the dad will just immediately leave, apparently. If you take a hoglin to the overworld, it will eventually become a zoglin. You probably knew that, but when it does, it actually becomes aggressive to everything. So it will literally kill... No, not the frogs. That is a blossoming family right there. Get the hell back. In a similar vein, if you take a piglin brute to the overworld, it'll actually just become a normal zombified piglin, but it keeps the axe, which is neat. If you look at the 3 horses that Mojang has added to the game, and you look at the normal horse and the zombie horse, you will see that those are the only 2 that have their ears, while the skeleton horse does not have ears because ears are cartilage, not bone. In real life, alliums, cornflowers, blue orchids, your dandelions, your oxeye daisies, and your poppies can all be eaten, which is why their stew recipes are all positive effects. Speaking of suspicious stew, if you add alliums to the recipe, you'll get fire resistance, zurblettes will give you blindness, cornflowers will give you leaping, lily of the valley poison, blue orchids or dandelions will get you saturation, oxeye daisies regeneration, poppies night vision, red tulips weakness, and wither roses withering. That was so much to say. Potted plants are really interesting because, fun fact, the nether roots can go in there, and so can the new propagule, which you probably have not used yet. Moving on to chisel blocks, each one of them is based around a mob, even though it doesn't look like it. So this one's going to be your classic, like, guardian. This one's going to be a wither skeleton. I guess you could argue it's a normal skeleton, but it's a wither skeleton. This one's going to be around your piglins. The next one's going to be around the withers. This is the chiseled red sandstone that no one ever gets. The next one's actually going to be your elder guardian, which is interesting, I suppose. Sandstone is going to be your creeper, and then the most recent one is going to be shulker. My TikTok followers maybe find out that they didn't know that you can place sea pickles outside of water. I use these in decorations all the time before candles were a thing. Paintings can also be placed behind these things on shelves, which people also didn't know. I don't know, man. Magma blocks give off light, even though it is very minimal. Also, ender chests give off the same level of light. Moving on to really small amounts of light, you have the brown mushroom, which gives off a light level 1. Same thing with the end portal frame, same thing with the dragon egg. And then the respawn anchor actually gives off more and more light depending on how much glowstone you've put in, which I think is at least a little bit interesting when it comes to a couple of crafting recipes you'll immediately forget after watching this video. Armor stands are 6 sticks and then a smooth stone slab. Say that 6 times fast. An actual useful item to craft is going to be your grindstone, 2 sticks, a stone slab, and some planks. And lastly, you can actually craft end rods, which is kind of, it's one of these places. Oh, there it was. Okay, yeah, you can craft end rods just like this. It's kind of cool. And our last 41st fact is going to be Pillager Outposts can spawn with a crap ton of stuff. You got these test dummies, you got the logs, you've got a trapped iron golem, and then you also have these tents that can spawn. And I mean, if you look at this one, I've never seen a Pillager Outpost spawn with this much stuff. All right, that's all of them. Let me know in the comments which ones you didn't know. If this video goes crazy viral and I get a ton of subscribers from it, who knows? I'll make more stuff like this. But if it doesn't, then I will never make content like this again. Oh, but if this does go viral and I do need to make another one, comment down below stuff that is no one knows about Minecraft.